Hi everyone, never a dull moment with South Park. They just declared war on Meghan Markle again. But this time they've crossed into territory so savage, so personal, that even Hollywood execs are quietly backing away from the blast zone. What started as a simple viral pregnancy video has now become the centerpiece of Trey Parker and Matt Stone's most ruthless and hilarious special yet. And Meghan? She's absolutely fuming. Legal threats, private calls to Paramount, rumors of a public response. But here's the twist. Everything she's doing is only making it worse. This isn't just parody. This is satire on steroids. And it might be the most devastating takedown of Meghan Markle's carefully curated public image yet. It all began, as these things usually do, with a video Meghan posted to Instagram. At first glance, it seemed like a soft, heartfelt pregnancy announcement. But then came the awkward dancing, the dramatic angles, the spotlight-heavy aesthetic that made viewers wonder if this was less of a reveal and more of a full-blown performance. It didn't take long before the internet turned against it. Comment sections blew up. Critics called it weird, self-obsessed, and even manufactured vulnerability. What should have been a personal celebration turned into a PR disaster. The damage wasn't just online. According to industry insiders, major studios like A24 and even Paramount, both of which had ongoing or previous relationships with Meghan, started quietly distancing themselves. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Trey Parker and Matt Stone got involved. Enter the kings of animated chaos. Trey and Matt, never ones to let a scandal go to waste, quickly began developing what would become one of the boldest South Park specials in recent memory, the DEI special. And at the heart of it? A skit titled Respect Our Pregnancy, a not-so-subtle reference to their previous Respect Our Privacy episode that had already left Meghan and Harry reeling. In true South Park style, Meghan appears as a caricature, but this time, she's twerking in a hospital gown with a visibly fake pillow stuffed under her dress. The animation is sharp, the satire is biting, and the scene? Pure chaos. But it gets deeper. The parody is built like a faux behind-the-scenes documentary. Kyle, Stan, Kenny, and Cartman are part of the foam crew. And Cartman? He's not just playing himself. He's back as Cartman Kennedy, a spoof of Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy from the earlier Pandora special. That's right. South Park is creating a mini satire universe, connecting parodies of Hollywood's most powerful figures into a single chaotic timeline. And Meghan's now at the center. As word of the parody spread, Meghan's team reportedly went into full meltdown mode. Insiders say she found out about the DEI special through contacts at Paramount and immediately tried to shut it down. Cease and desist letters, legal threats, private messages demanding the segment be canceled. But here's the problem. South Park is bulletproof. Literally. Trey and Matt have been through this before. They've been sued, censored, protested, and they've never backed down. In fact, they thrive on it. Parody, after all, is protected under fair use in the United States. And South Park knows exactly where the legal lines are and how to dance right on top of them. Paramount? They're not blinking. If anything, they're doubling down. What really stings for Meghan, though, isn't just the mockery. It's what the parody implies. That everything about her public image, even something as intimate as a pregnancy reveal, is staged, scripted, manufactured for applause. The skit doesn't accuse her of faking the pregnancy. Instead, it attacks the performance of authenticity, the multiple takes, the exaggerated emotions, the curated intimacy. And that's what hit a nerve. Her team reportedly called it a targeted attack on motherhood. But to Trey and Matt, it's not about mocking motherhood. It's about exposing the culture of performative vulnerability that turns every moment into a content opportunity. And once again, Meghan's reaction is fueling the fire. One would think that she'd finally get a clue that these reactions will continue to blow up in her face with South Park. Now, here's where things go nuclear. Meghan isn't the only target in this special. Word is, the episode also takes aim at Sean, Diddy, Elon Musk, and even Netflix executives, portraying all of them as self-obsessed clout chasers desperate to maintain their public virtue rating. One character reportedly screams, "We don't need justice, we need trending hashtags." The entire special is shaping up to be a satire of the influencer industrial complex, the way modern celebrities and corporations commodify activism, feminism, diversity, and even trauma for internet clout. And Meghan's parody? That's just the opening act. Behind the scenes, Meghan is reportedly torn. Some advisors are urging her to go public. Maybe a televised interview, maybe an op-ed, something to set the record straight and call out South Park for their portrayal. Others? They're begging her to walk away. Because if there's one thing you don't do with South Park, it's give them more material. Trey and Matt thrive on backlash. They don't apologize. They escalate. And if Meghan comes forward, even just to speak her truth, you can bet the next parody will be even worse. Over at Paramount, the mood is complicated. On one hand, South Park is still one of their crown jewels, especially with streaming wars heating up. The studio's investment in Trey and Matt's massive production deal means they're going to support creative freedom. But that doesn't mean there isn't tension. Internally, reports say a small PR team has been quietly activated in case Meghan or her allies go nuclear. A board member reportedly questioned the wisdom of airing something that controversial so close to election season, especially with the DEI title bringing politics front and center. But ultimately, money talks. The Privacy Tour episode that mocked Meghan and Harry was one of the most streamed South Park pieces in recent years. Paramount is betting that lightning will strike twice, and they're not afraid of a little thunder in the process. Twitter, or X, is ablaze with memes of Cartman Kennedy, beanie-wearing Prince Harry, and fake hospital bump props. Some users are calling the episode a cultural reset. Others say it crosses a line by involving pregnancy, even if it's a parody. But one thing everyone agrees on: the trailer, if released, will go viral in seconds. At the heart of all the satire is a bigger, much more uncomfortable question. What does modern celebrity even mean anymore? South Park's parody doesn't just mock Meghan's actions, it mocks the system that rewards artificial sincerity. The hustle of constantly creating relatable content while secretly staging it all behind the scenes. The way influencers, and yes, royals, edit their lives for applause, then demand privacy when the applause turns to criticism. Meghan isn't being singled out because she's the worst. She's being singled out because she's symbolic. A perfect storm of curated vulnerability, brand-building activism, and global fame. And when that image cracks, when the lighting feels too perfect, or the bump looks too smooth, South Park is waiting. Because in a world where everyone's filming everything, the real joke is that nothing feels real anymore. Apparently, Meghan doesn't realize that she really has ceased to matter. She's almost in that carnival sideshow about to happen category. So now we wait. Will Meghan respond with fury, or try to pretend this didn't happen? Will South Park's DEI special go down as one of their most iconic episodes ever, or set off a firestorm that finally tests their legal boundaries? One thing is clear, this isn't just about one parody. It's about the public waking up to the carefully staged circus of celebrity sincerity, and choosing whether to laugh, cancel, or just scroll on by. And in true South Park fashion, the final joke may not land until the credits roll and the memes go viral. If you thought the Respect Our Privacy episode was brutal, you haven't seen anything yet. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. We hope to see you again soon.